Right. Would you rather cross paths with a man or a bear in the forest? Starting with you. Go ahead.
Man. A man.
Okay. What about you?
Man. A man.
I said bear.
You did say bear. What about you?
I did say bear.
Okay.
Man.
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 Okay. To the two women who picked bear, why? Starting with you, and then we'll go to you.
I mean, this comes from like a real thing. I was out hiking one time. I saw a bear. I just walked past it. Nothing happened. But then I'm thinking, like, if I'm out hiking and I see a random ass guy and they're just like there, what are the odds that like if I walk past them, they're gonna do something? I don't know. I walked past a bear. I made it out. I'm not confident that if I walk past
Why wouldn't you make it out with a man then?
I don't know.
Somebody is saying my TTS is broken. Blawfest? $100 twice? We read your chats, I'm pretty sure. Do you recall a Blawfest? Blawfest, I don't know if you're still watching. I'll respond to your DMs, but I am fairly certain, by the way, the hundreds is not TTS Blawfest. At least, well, now we've lowered it to 100 for TTS, but when you originally sent it in, 100 was for read, which is batched. 200 is for TTS. I see one of them, but it's this one. But I'm pretty sure it's coming through as a
Bluff
TTS
has
now.
donated $100. If you don't see a red flag when she is comfortable looking like she has been slapped in the face by a tackle box, you'll learn.
I'm still just as perplexed.
And then I'm pretty.
Makes no sense.
And then I mean, look, I guess it's coming through as a TTS now, but then you also sent this one, which I'm pretty sure. Did we skip it? Maybe you guys tell me if you recall it. It's coming in.
Bluff has donated $100.
Did we read that?
Another one that I'm still fiddled by. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Is that not
anyways,
like-
whatever. It came in now, so whatever.
Like synonymous to me.
$100 TTS if you guys want to get it in.
Common sense.
Okay, where were we? Oh, the bear. So sorry, why do you pick bear?
I don't know. If I was out on a hike, I saw a bear. I thought that shit was cool. If I was out on a hike, I saw a guy, I wouldn't be as enthused.
Okay. What about you? Why do you pick bear over man?
If it's my calling to just run into a bear, same thing. I thought that'd be cool, but like not all bears attack you. You've seen all those bears that just want your food in your fridge.
They like climb into cars and like
Yeah.
people's cabins and they just
But,
fart
like,
around.
If I ran into a guy, like, what are you doing in the woods by yourself too? And then you want to talk to me? I'm like, oh, okay, no. So
I just don't like
think
being
it'd be
around
cool.
people.
I think it'd be cool to run into a bear.
Yeah. I'd rather be around an animal than a person. That's kind of what it is.
Cool. Is there a component of like the man could murder me, the bear can murder me, but like the man could essay, and the bear obviously
sure.
can't essay? Or whatever.
For me, it's not that deep. I just want to see a bear.
Oh, I thought about that. I mean, that crossed my mind too.
It's not that deep. I don't want to be around other men. I only like my boyfriend. There you go.
Oh,
Got
okay.
love queen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess my mindset was I could at least like, if the guy was being weird or like threatening my safety, I could at least like convince him somehow versus a bear is just gonna
Sure.
instinctively like attack me.
You can scare off bears depending on the species.
Not my 410
And
ass.
Oh.
is part of the reason that you guys pick bear, is it because essentially you're doing a risk assessment and you think there's a like high chance that you could be attacked in some way? from
No,
the
it's
man?
not that deep. I just think bears are cooler than guys.
Oh, that's a cop-out answer.
Sure.
Wait, can you scoot your mic that way 1 inch and then like straighten the top part of the mic?
Like that?
No, like straighten it. Here. You see how it's at an angle? Straighten the mic.
Like towards the camera?
So it's like just straight perpendicular. Thank you. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so question for those of you who picked bear. What do you think about this? What do you think about this? If a man were to say, I'd rather leave my child with a bear over a woman.
That's crazy work.
Yeah.
What do I
Like the
think
Jungle
of that?
Book.
Yeah, I'd feel more comfortable leaving my child with a bear versus a woman.
I think that's
I mean,
a little
what would be the
irresponsible.
reason?
Sure, I'll give you the reason. So statistics show, because a lot of when it comes to why women pick the bear over the man, they say, well, the crime statistics, men are more likely to XYZ. So women are more likely than men to unalive their children, born children. It's called infanticide. They're much more likely to unalive their unborn children.
More likely than what? Than men?
Yes, more likely than men to unalive their unborn children. So then, what if people were using this as justification? They'd rather leave their child with a bear over a woman because of this statistical probability.
Do you think that statistic has anything to do with the fact that women are more likely to stay at home with the kid and also like get frustrated to the point of shaken baby syndrome and such?
And like
It's per
postpartum
the
depression.
statistic I'm presenting to you is per capita.
Then I think that's a pretty irresponsible decision to leave it with a bear than a woman. It's presuming that the woman is his wife that he has the kid with. If it's a random woman, I think that's irresponsible either way. But
Okay. But do you think it would be kind of like a sexist view to be like, well, hold on, of course, like from my perspective, I would pick leaving my child with a woman over a bear.
I don't think
would
it's
hope
sexist.
so.
I just think it's irresponsible.
Well, no, irresponsible to leave your
To
child
leave it with a bear?
Yeah,
Yeah.
very irresponsible.
Yeah, I don't think that's sexist. I
But
think that's
wouldn't
just
that point to like, wow, just because some women unalive their children doesn't mean that you're not going to leave your child with a woman instead of a bear? The corollary is there are some men who are violent, there are some men who are predators. Most men are not predators. It's probably the wiser choice to pick a man than the bear.
Clearly. Wait.
Some
leave the
women
kid-
actually argue that they prefer the bear genuinely over the man because they fear the man.
I don't. So what does that have
Okay.
to do with me?
Okay, then it's not your argument to have. What about
okay.
you? What do you think? You picked the bear.
For myself. But if it was for a baby, then yeah, like I'd obviously
No, but even
pick a
for
human.
yourself. I get it. Look, ultimately, I think women they greatly underestimate the risk profile of an encounter with a random bear and greatly overestimate the risk profile of an encounter with a random man. Anyways, I'm not going to linger on it too long because you guys aren't going to doesn't sound like you're prepared to argue on it. So sad. Okay, let's see here.
Most of us chose man, so.
Starting with you, Bailey, or not Bailey. Isabella, a man dating a transgender woman is straight, to which you agree.
Yes.
I don't think anybody else here has agreed with you. So really quick, what's your position there?
We've talked this before, but
Yeah.
I believe they're straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think, let me go around the table really quick, ask everybody. Can we get some definitions here? What is a woman?
XY chromosomes, I think. Chromosome. Yeah.
Okay. What is a woman?
Gender or sex, there's different umbrella terms.
Just what is a woman? What's your definition of it? Did you finish your drink, by the way?
My energy drink?
Yeah, do you want to just pocket it or
yeah.
something? Okay.
Oh, you're gonna get me here. I already know this.
Just-
A woman is
Just asking you what the definition is.
someone in tune with their femininity. There you go. That's mine.
Okay. Can men be feminine? Mm-hmm. Can men be in tune with their femininity?
Yeah.
Can a man identify as a man but also be in tune with his femininity?
Yes.
Okay. But that wouldn't be a woman then. If he identifies as a man but is in tune with his femininity.
If the woman declares himself a female.
Okay, so self-ID, they identify.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? What is a woman?
I guess whoever identifies as a woman, like.
So a woman is somebody who identifies as a woman.
I mean, I feel like that's like their own choice to
Okay.
decide.
So if I identify as a woman so I can get picked up by hot babes in Uber, I'm a woman,
Well, I don't.
don't
know.
change anything about me. If I don't change anything about me, I don't transition, whatever. I just ID as a woman. Am I a woman?
Sure, that's what you
Okay.
think.
So I mean, even if I'll save my position till the end. What is a woman?
Me?
Yeah, can you tilt your mic down just a tad? Just, there you go. Go ahead.
To be honest, if you have like a vagina.
Okay. Like born with a vagina. Because there's like a surgery, right? So would you consider that a woman?
But you just said you didn't change anything about you.
No, but so I'm just asking your definition. So your definition of a woman is somebody who was born with a vagina.
Yeah, and you can have the surgery and then identify as a woman.
But so if a man who was born with a penis gets a surgery to have a vagina, are they a woman?
They consider themselves one, yeah.
But do you think they're a woman?
Yeah.
Does it fit your criteria of what a woman is? Okay.
Yeah.
Does it matter where they place the vagina?
Should be where it's supposed to be.
Where's that? Right there. Down there? But like, for example, so the procedure when men get the neo-vagina, it's not vagina, that's not pussy, trust me. Trust me, bro.
Have you tried it?
Tested it?
Yeah, it sounds like
No.
you know from personal experience.
No, but trust me, that's not pussy.
Just trust
It's
me,
Have you
bro.
seen it? Do you like watch that shit or
No,
what?
no.
Just trust me, bro.
No, but it's
If you're
not
talking
pussy.
from like no experience, then how do you really know?
It
Like, I'm
doesn't
just-
lubricate as the
What
same
the
as a
fuck,
vagina.
bro? How do I?
They don't make
Hold
anything
on.
for that?
No.
I'm straight. Or wait, hold on. How do I frame this argument? I'm not gay. I've never been with a man. But how do I know I'm not? Wait, hold on. Is this kind of dog shit argument?
Yeah, come on.
Take your time.
Restart.
Are you glitching?
From the top.
No, I'm just thinking like how to dunk on your fucking take.
Think harder.
You don't really have to dunk on it.
It needs to be dunked on. How would I know if I've never experienced it? Okay, so just biology, science,
Okay.
like that's not.
Do you know the
like-
biology of the procedure and like all the
like
science that goes into it?
anatomy, that sort of thing. I don't need to like have been.
Do you feel her
intimate.
ovaries
Hold
or
on.
what?
I don't need to be intimate. Well, ovaries are not vagina, but I don't
You're
need
talking
to-
about anatomy and how anatomy is.
Yeah, what about it? Go ahead.
They're giving you a fake vagina.
What, sorry,
you're
they're
d-
giving you a fake vagina?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Like they're giving you a non-natural vagina.
You're being
Non-natural vagina?
You're being
Yeah.
presented with one.
What do you
They're
mean? I'm being-
creating it. It's not something that you're come out of the womb with. They're creating it. They're making
No,
it.
but so I would be more descriptive. I would say it's a hole is being dug into your pubic area and your penis has been inverted. That's not a vagina. And I think it's dismissive and reductive to women who actually have vaginas to call an inverted penis a vagina.
Well,
The treatment is to make them have a vagina. I don't know what it's. I don't know. What
It's not a vagina though.
Okay.
It is a hole that is excised in the pubic area of a man, and the tissue is that of a penis. That's not a vagina. That's an inverted penis.
But like, would you
That's
be
a
able?
hole.
Would you be able to tell though? I wouldn't. Would you? I wonder. Like, would he be?
I
Able
wouldn't
to tell?
want to find out, but yeah, I could probably tell.
Yeah, but you don't know that.
Who knows?
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. But so let's say like somebody who's a virgin, like
not the virgin thing.
they wouldn't be able to just, I don't know, learn about it in some other way. Like I just know. Like, well, hold on. Actually, I can just think as a man, as somebody who has a penis,
Yeah.
I can think to myself, what would it be like if I incised a hole into this area and I inverted my penis? I can draw a comparison from my own experience and think, well, if I had an inverted fucking penis, that would not feel like pussy as somebody who has felt pussy.
have you?
One
You would
time.
be
Not
like
like
a surgeon. I would
I'm
not
a
a
virgin.
virgin?
Okay, I'm a
Okay.
virgin.
I'm confused.
You're confused? How
I
are
was
you,
just
why are you
joking because
confused?
I thought you were a virgin.
No, that's Nick. What is a woman?
I'd say someone that aligns themselves with a feminine identity.
Okay. But again, couldn't a man who identifies as male or as a man align himself with a feminine identity, but still consider himself a man?
Then he doesn't align with a feminine identity.
Well, Well, I mean, maybe I'm being a bit
if he's a
pedantic,
man, no, he doesn't align with the feminine identity.
No, but you agree men can be feminine, right?
Yeah, of course.
So his identity would be feminine, but he is still a man and he views himself still as a man.
Then he aligns as a man.
No, but he aligns with a feminine identity.
You're saying if he thinks he's a man but presents femininely?
Yeah, so he's like...
Then that's what that is.
His identity, he's like, I'm really, really feminine, and that's his identity. But he's still like, I'm a man, but I'm very feminine, and that's my identity as being a feminine person, but I'm definitely a man.
Then that's not a feminine identity.
That is
he
a feminine
presents
identity.
femininely. That's what you're describing. He presents femininely, and then he's still a man. Yeah, of course men can be feminine.
Okay, then they can identify that they're feminine, and they must have a feminine identity.
The term feminine identity just goes over the umbrella term of people who are trans and don't align themselves with the cisgender identity, but they are still feminine.
All right, that's fine. What about you?
I believe a woman is more than just her chromosomes, but for argument's sake, X, Y.
Okay, what about you?
DNA, XY.
Okay, pause. What about you?
The same, but I feel like, if a man that was born a man and had the surgery to get a vagina, like that to me is still a man.
Oh, still, if they get the surgery, still a man.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So look, I won't linger too long on this topic because only one of you or whatever. At least what I think a woman is, adult human female. To your point, though, if it's straight for a man to date a transgender woman, I disagree. So what is straight short form slang for?
Heterosexual?
Heterosexual, right? So baked into that term, heterosexual, when we're talking about sexuality, we're not talking about gender. We're talking about
sex.
being yes, it literally, the definition of it means attraction to the opposite sex or the other sex.
Yeah.
So can a male become a female?
Yeah, their gender can turn from male to female, yeah.
Okay, but you do make a delineation between gender and sex, right? Like you'd agree there's gender identity? For the sake of conversation, I'll go ahead and grant that a man can become a woman, right? I'll just grant it. Can a male become a female? So you can change your sex.
Yeah.
Because I'm already granting, just for the sake of convo, sure, you can change your gender. You think people can change their sex?
No.
Well, you just said yes.
People can change their gender, not their sex.
Right, but male and female pertains to sex, not gender.
So there's male and... What do you mean there's male and female gender as well? There's
sure.
both.
I'll break it down like this. Gender, man, woman.
Yeah.
Sex, male, female.
Okay.
Yeah.
A man could become a woman, a woman could become a man.
Can a male become a female?
According to your terms, no.
According...
Because male is sex.
Well, right.
Yeah.
But you agree with my terms?
Yes, I gotta keep that in my head, but
right,
yes.
but you agree that male and female points towards sex, and you don't think people can change their sex, correct? Okay. Anybody else here? Anybody think males can become female? Just curious. Anybody?
Well, see, I have a really interesting thing where I know someone who was born male, transitioned into female, but is dating someone who was also born male, but also identified as now female. And that to them is called, I guess, lesbian. Like, would you agree with that? Because to me, I'm just like, just call yourself gay.
Two trans
you know?
individuals?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were both born male, but now identify as female.
And they say
is that
they're lesbian?
lesbian or gay or?
Oh, they're both female now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they both.
I'd say
transition.
lesbian.
Yeah, I agree. Lesbian.
But without like the surgery, like how do you identify as?
Their sex or their gender?
I guess both. Well, no, they haven't done like any sort of like surgery or, you know.
Yeah, their sex is man, their gender is female. Their dating terms, woman and a woman, I'd say lesbian. That's.
I mean, I think sexuality is comprised of two parts. It's like your preference of anatomy and then your preference of gender expression. So for me, like the question if you're a guy dating a transgender woman, so it's a male to a woman.
Yes.
Yeah, then in that terms, I think that you're
Lesbian.
Gynosexual is the term where you're attracted to someone who is feminine presenting, which is like or like what's it called? I don't know, like a micro label. I think that's what it's called, but that's
Micro label.
Yeah, in the LGBTQ plus community, there's like labels that like micromanage everything.
Yeah, I guess there's a bunch of labels, but when we're talking about heterosexuality, when we're talking about we're talking about sex, so opposite sex or other sex attraction. In this case, a transgender woman has not changed their sex; they've changed their gender identity. If straight relates to heterosexuality, if you have two males having sex, that's a homosexual act. I don't care if one of the males identifies as a woman. If it's two males, that is definitionally homosexual.
Well, are both of them male presenting and male anatomy? Like masculine presenting?
They're biologically, their sex is male.
Anatomically too? They haven't gotten the surgery?
That doesn't, just because you chop your penis off does not make you a woman.
Okay, that's what you believe, yeah.
Hold on. I'm sorry. If we're talking about gender, that's one thing. But if we're talking about sex, biology is a hard science.
Sure.
This is not up for dispute.
Yeah.
It's not up for dispute. I know you want to be a science denier over there. No, you want to deny science.
Never said that.
That's literally what you're doing.
I'm saying that sexuality is your anatomy and then your gender expression. Anatomy doesn't necessarily correlate to your sex. So you said that, you can't go male to female because that's changing your sex. Yeah, sure, but you can go like have the surgery and then there you change your anatomy.
But they're still both male. So that would be, regardless of, they could both, if they both change, they're both trans. They're both trans women. I guess this is now lesbian.
And presenting and anatomy too.
My position, though, is that regardless of your gender identity, I don't care how passing you are, I don't care if you've had the bottom surgery, you're still a male at the end of the day. And that if two males are dating, regardless of the gender identity, that is a homosexual relationship.
I just don't agree with that.
Okay, then make a counter argument.
I mean, like,
what is wrong with my position?
I mean, you love to talk about how looks matter. Okay, if you're a guy and then you meet up with a girl, she's very, very
Wait, why did you have to do quotes for girl?
Because you want to talk about the scenario of trans women, and I know that
no, but it's your position that you think that that's a woman.
Yeah, so I do think that's a woman.
Yeah, but why air quote it?
For the purpose of the argument, so that.
Okay, that would benefit my side, but okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so if you're a man and you go out with a girl.
Yeah, don't forget the air quotes.
Yeah, and she looks like a girl. Everything about her looks like a girl. And she has the anatomy for it. And then she later reveals to you that was surgical. Are you now gay?
You've been essayed. I think you've been essayed.
That's a different argument.
Yeah, but...
Essayed? How?
Yeah.
Because he lied about your gender or whatever he thinks.
If there are specific circumstances where I think a deception of this nature reaches the threshold of essay. In this case, I know it's not the actual argument, so I won't linger on it long, but essentially, if I would not have consented to this sexual encounter on this like really, really important paradigm, like you've bamboozled me into a homosexual act, then yeah, I think that's essay.
Okay, fair.
In any case, though, so your position again?
What?
Well, what's the position?
What topic are we back on now?
Well, I kind of sidetracked there about I consider that like essay because you said.
Oh, do I think it's gay?
Okay, no, you said essentially you have a transgender woman who's like super passing, and they don't tell you prior to having sex, BTW, I'm actually male.
Oh, do I think it's sexual assault?
No. I'm moving off of that. I'm going back to
Okay, so then why'd you bring it up again? What?
I thought it was worth pointing out that that's fucking atrocious, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my question was, what's the topic that we're back on?
Yeah, well, you were making the argument for, like, you said you disagreed with me.
We're back to the is it gay
About
thing?
anatomy in the relation to
Yeah. What's the
Yeah.
argument?
What is the, okay?
You're saying
what's the prompt here? There we go. What's the prompt?
You were saying how you disagree with my position on this, and you were trying to say, well, how about a situation where she's super passing? The transgender woman is super passing, has had the bottom surgery, looks like a woman, blah blah blah, acts like a woman, talks like blah, all this shit. Why is she not a woman?
I never said that she wasn't a woman.
No,
You were the one saying
you're
she's not a
asking me
woman.
that, right?
Yeah.
You're asking me that. So I think.
Well, no, I
again,
wasn't even asking that. I was just saying I don't think it's gay.
Okay, so would it be gay prior to bottom surgery from your perspective?
I think it would be a different sexuality, not necessarily gay. Because, like I
wouldn't be
said,
straight,
I think
though.
that sexuality is dependent on both anatomy and gender preference.
Okay, question for you. Assuming you didn't know the people's gender identity, but
How would you not know their gender identity? That's their expression. That's how they present.
Hold on. So the two people in question have penises, so it's preoperative, but you haven't talked to them, and you're, I don't know, they're across a football field, and you see a dude, like, well, you don't know their gender identity, but you see two people with penises. And
I see their
they're having-
penises.
Huh?
I see their penises.
You see, yeah, they're fucking naked. They're fucking on the football field.
Oh, beautiful.
But they're all the way in the fucking end zone. All the way in the end zone.
I'm gonna be jealous.
And you
Is
see
it rat
them,
hazing?
you see them engaging in both oral and anal sex.
Yeah.
Two penises. Is that a homosexual act?
I don't know their sexualities. I don't know.
You know they both have penises.
Sure, yeah, they both have penises. I don't know. They both look male.
Bro. I'm just curious, if genitals don't define gender, how does removing them affirm it?
Like gender affirmative surgery? What are you?
They probably want to be like everyone else, you know?
But okay, can somebody identify as a transgender woman if they still have a penis?
Yeah.
Okay. So then if that's the case, I'm just confused here because in the situation you presented, if the genitals don't define gender because you're saying they could still be a woman but still have a penis, why would removing the penis affirm it? Why even need to remove the penis?
Because that's just gender affirmative surgery. Some people feel more comfortable, like
It's more affirmative because you want to look like all
yeah,
the
it
other
helps you feel
ones.
more aligned with the identity that
boy.
you have.
I just feel like it's their choice, and if you're not doing it, it's really none of your business. That's how I feel about like people who get surgery. It's not affecting me, so
Yeah, whatever. makes
Okay.
them happy.
whatever makes them happy, like I don't really care that much.
Wait, so question. With the football field one. You see
With the sex.
You see two individuals with penises engaging in sex. You don't know their gender identity. Would you categorize that sex act as homosexual?
I'd say it's gay in the sense that we call the whole LGBTQ plus community gay, you know, the way that's an umbrella term.
Okay.
Definition, though.
So wait, how about this? But after witnessing this, and you've made the categorization of it being gay, you come to learn retrospectively that the gender identity of one of the males, they're a transgender woman. Do you now retroactively state that the sexual act that took place is now what? Is it?
It's still gay.
Wait, hold on.
I never said that this was straight. I always said that it was gay.
Wait, you think it's?
Do I think that a cis male having sex with a transgender female or transgender woman is straight? That was the question?
Yeah, is that
I
straight?
disagreed. I think it's a different sexuality.
What are you arguing about?
I don't know. You just you checked my form. You saw that I didn't agree.
No, I know, but you started like debating on it. You started.
Yeah,
arguing
it's
on
because
it.
I don't think that it's gay. I think it's a different sexuality. Like I don't.
Okay.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
So it's two people having sex on
And
a
we see
football
them.
field. I just classify that as public indecency, personally. So, like,
I classify that as fucking weird.
it's a little strange in general. It's like a weird scenario, but I get what you're trying to say.
Trying to see if I. How about I'm going to give three scenarios, and you tell me what you think. A cis man giving oral sex to a transgender woman with a penis, is that heterosexual or homosexual? This is for Isabella, I guess.
The act is gay.
The act is gay.
Yeah, the act of giving an head to a dick. If you're a guy.
If you're
I have a
straight.
question.
Yeah.
Do you think that you can commit gay acts and still be straight?
Can you commit gay acts and be straight?
Like, experiment.
Yeah.
Can you experiment to find out?
Can you fuck around to find out and still be straight?
Yes, in the same bed without songs.
You would
Ryan,
probably
no.
you'd be categorized as either bisexual, if you still have an attraction to women too. But typically, if you have like a predilection for penis, then you're probably gay.
But if
or
you do it-
or bi.
If you do it once for the plot, are you gay?
And then you
Does
find
that
out
turn
you
you
don't
gay?
like it.
I mean, I'm willing to.
Yeah.
I suppose it's if somebody had. So you're saying they've had a pattern of only having dated women after, and they don't
Yes.
have any attraction towards men?
Yeah, so let's say
I would say
it's
they're
a
straight.
man and they
I would
only
say they're-
date women, yeah, and they hooked
I would
up with
say-
a guy one time to test
Sure.
it.
I would say they're straight, but that specific act was homosexual, and they did engage in a homosexual act.
Okay.
So then to answer the question that you asked us, you would also think that it's straight in the that person is straight.
They engaged
they
in a
kinda bring it
homosexual
back.
act.
Yeah.
In that specific moment, they're
You
definitely
think that
gay.
they engage in a homosexual act.
But
In
they're
that
not
specific
gay.
moment, but like 5 years later, they haven't had any sexual encounter with a man. They're not attracted to men. They've only dated women. I'd say they're straight, but they were definitely gay then. Maybe
In
a
that
couple
moment,
weeks.
right in there,
an
in that
hour.
moment.
No, I
That,
have,
for an
that's
hour.
some gay. That was some gay shit.
I have a question for you then. So how do you feel about men that get pegged by women? Do you think that
Is that a
Sure, sure, sure.
homosexual act?
I'll,
Yeah,
no,
it's
I'll
about
answer
women.
that.
Question.
So it's not a homosexual act. It's not a homosexual act. Not my cup of tea. I wouldn't do it. I don't know. Thank you.
Do you think it's homoerotic?
How do you define homoerotic?
Homoerotic is just like gay tension, basically. Do you think it's gay to want butt stuff?
Well, there's a G spot in
If
there.
it
So.
Exactly,
I wouldn't say if it's a woman doing it to you, I wouldn't say it's gay, but it's.
But if your homie
It's,
told you that he was doing that on the down low, would you be like, bro, you're gay?
I would have questions. I might have questions. I might be a little suspicious, but if the woman's doing it, it's not gay. But that's not something I'd kind of laugh at him maybe a little bit. I'd be like, damn, what the fuck? Like it's a bit.
You kinky.
A little not my thing, I guess. But is it technically gay? No, it wouldn't be gay because it would have to involve two males. Mm-hmm. It would have to involve two males.
So what if that girl pegging him put on like a short guy's wig and then drew on a beard? Would you start saying that shit's gay?
No, that would still be straight.
So you agree that like gender identity has a lot to do with your sexuality?
No, but she's still female.
Okay.
So she's female.
Exactly. She's male presenting, but then she still identifies
Well,
as
you
female.
acknowledge that there are like women who identify as women, but they're like tomboys, or they even they look more masculine. But it doesn't mean that their gender identity is that of a man.
I was just trying to fuck with you, man. It wasn't like that deep.
I don't think it's that deep. I'm just
Yeah.
having the conversation. How about this scenario? A cis man having penetrative anal sex with a transgender woman. Is that heterosexual or homosexual?
Call it queer.
That's another thing. What are we doing with all these labels? Like,
Well, we would be doing a distinction of it's not these things or it's not that thing, basically. Okay, last one. A lesbian cis woman being penetrated by a transgender woman with a penis. Is that a lesbian sex act? So remember, two lesbians. Two lesbians.
One has a penis.
A lesbian.
bro, you're thinking of tripping.
A lesbian being penetrated by a penis. How could this ever ever be a lesbian sex act?
Well, lesbians play with dildos.
Yeah, but a dildo is not attached to the human being.
That's true.
Even better.
A dildo is an inanimate object that doesn't have a gender or a sex.
Did it tell you that?
I'm asking though, a lesbian cis woman being penetrated by a transgender woman with a penis. Are you willing to say that this is a lesbian sexual encounter?
It's definitely not
heterosexual
normal.
act.
What's that?
It's a hetero act.
But
they're
hold
lesbian.
on, but it's.
I don't know. I don't like how you're
it's two
saying lesbian
women.
act. What do you mean lesbian act?
No, well, I'm lesbian.
Like gay act or like homosexual act?
Is it lesbian sex?
It's
two women.
It's lesbian. Is it gender?
Well, so
Female.
it's a
Is it female on female sex? No.
It's a cis woman being penetrated by a transgender woman with a penis.
Okay.
It's a lot of sex talk.
Yeah,
I don't know why you getting so excited over it. It's kind of weird. That's crazy.
That's the one bringing it up.
That's so crazy. All right, moving on to the next thing here.